Saint Augustine, Commentary on the Gospel of John, chapter 1, verse 32 and 33 following in the Tractatus 6. Neither say, I will not come because I was baptized without. So, begin to have charity, begin to have fruit. Let there be fruit found in you, and the dove will send you within. We find this in Scripture. The ark was made of incorruptible wood. The incorruptible timbers are the saints, the faithful that belong to Christ. For, as in the temple, the living stones of which it is built are said to be faithful men, so likewise the incorruptible timbers are they who persevere in the faith. In that same ark, then, the timbers were incorruptible. Now the ark is the church. It is there the dove baptizes. For the ark was borne on the water. The incorruptible timbers were baptized within. We find that certain timbers were baptized without, such as all the trees that were in the world. Nevertheless, the water was the same, not another sort. All had come from heaven or from abysses of the fountains. It was the same water, in which the incorruptible timbers which were in the ark were baptized, and in which the timbers that were without were baptized. The dove was sent forth and at first found no rest for its feet. It returned to the ark, for all was full of water, and it preferred to return rather than be rebaptized. But the raven was sent out before the water was dried up. Rebaptized, it desired not to return, and died in those waters. May God avert from us that raven's death. For why did not the raven return, unless because it was taken off by the waters? But on the other hand, the dove, not finding rest for its feet, while the water was crying to it on every side, Come, come, dip yourself here, just as these heretics cry, Come, come, here you have it. The dove, finding no rest for its feet, returned to the ark, and Noah sent it out a second time, just as the ark sends you out to speak to them. And what did the dove afterwards? Because there were timbers without that were baptized, it brought back to the ark an olive branch. That branch had both leaves and fruits. Let there not be in your words only, nor leaves only. Let there be fruit, and you return to the ark not of yourself. The dove calls you back. Grow new without, that you may call them back within. Moreover, as to this fruit of the olive, if the matter be examined, you will find what it was. The fruit of the olive signifies charity. How do we prove this? Just as oil is kept down by no liquid, but bursting through all, bounds up and overtops them. So likewise charity can be pressed to the bottom, but must of necessity show itself at the top. Therefore the Apostle says of it, Yet show I unto you a more excellent way. Since we have said of oil that it overtops other liquids, in case it should not be of charity, the Apostle said, I show you a more excellent way. Let us hear what follows. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. Go now, Donatus, and cry, I am eloquent. Go now and cry, I am learned. How far eloquent? How far learned? Have you spoken with the tongues of angels? Yet though you were to speak with the tongues of angels, not having charity, I should hear only sounding brass and tinkling cymbals. I want solidity. Let me find fruit among the leaves. Let there be not words merely. Let them have the olive. Let them return to the ark. But I have the sacrament, you will say. You say the truth. The sacrament is divine. You have baptism, and that I confess. But what says the apostle? If I should know all mysteries, and have prophecy and all faith, so that I could remove mountains, in case you should say this, I believe enough for me. But what says James? The devils believe and tremble. James chapter 2 verse 19. Faith is mighty, but without charity it profits nothing. The devils confessed Christ. Accordingly, it was from believing, not from loving. They said, "What have we to do with you?" Mark chapter 1 verse 24. They had faith but not charity. Hence they were devils. Boast not of faith. So far you are on a level with the devils. Say not to Christ, "What have I to do with you?" For Christ's unity speaks to you. Come, learn peace. Return to the bowels of the dove. You have been baptized without. Have fruit, and you return to the ark. But says you, "Why do you seek us if we are bad men? That you may be good." The reason why we seek you is because you are bad, for if you were not bad, we should have found you, and would not be seeking you. He who is good is already found, and who is bad is still sought after. Consequently, we are seeking you. Return you to the ark. But I have baptism already. Thou I should know all mysteries, and have prophecy and all faith, so as to remove mountains, but have not charity, I am nothing. Let me see fruit there. Let me see the olive there. And you are called back to the ark.